Las Vegas market. We are here on the 12th floor of the B building in the brand new SSB space.
Brand new space.
Yeah.
Super excited to be here. Yeah, BDRS 1201, CERTA 1265.
Yeah.
We're standing in front of the great iComfort Eco, which we're launching this market. Super, super excited to be here. Lots of firsts,
Lots
right?
of firsts,
so,
yeah.
First time we've been back to market in close to 3 years. First time we've been in the B building. We've got side-by-side spaces. It's the first time you and I are ever doing this video together. It's usually me and my buddy, Chad.
I know, we miss Chad, but we're okay.
First time I'm actually bringing notes to this thing. So normally I can freewheel this thing, but we have so much to cover. I want to make sure that I get it right.
We do, and actually this is my first market experience. So you're going to have to hold my hand and walk me through everything. And when I say everything, we are talking thousands of square feet of Serta Simmons bedding product.
We are super excited to be back. So first things first, not to put a damper on it, but like all your members out there know, we're in a pretty challenging retail environment. 2022 didn't wrap up the way really anybody wanted, and I don't know that 2023 is going to be off to a super fast start. So it's a challenging environment out there. From what we're hearing, the industry is going to probably be flat, maybe up a little bit this year if the back half of the year goes as planned. So maybe we're in for a little bit of a bumpy ride, but we got some exciting stuff going on. Yeah,
you do. So let's dig right on into it. So
first thing I want to talk about is our restructuring. So big news this week. SSB is restructuring our debt on the back end of our business. Nothing that will disrupt anything going on the front end. So I want to talk about it and really talk directly to the members and reassure them that it's business as usual, right?
Yeah, and I think that's important because I think people hear restructuring and automatically have a negative connotation, but this is actually really a positive thing for your business and for the retailers.
As soon as it got announced, the phone started ringing, right?
Yeah.
Because folks know that if we're able to unload a lot of this debt that's been hanging around, we can then turn and be aggressive to grow the business and partner with our members.
Yeah.
So we're going to have new ownership. Our debt structure is going to go from $1.9 billion down to $300 million, which is very, very, very manageable.
That sounds very manageable,
right? It's going to put us in an extremely healthy position. The restructure is prearranged and pretty much all signed off on. So now it's just a matter of procedure to push it through, and we'll be through it by May, right? So when we hit the peak selling season, we're going to be all gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
So
now, when members do hear about things though, like lowering the debt burden for the company, they might automatically think of things like the co-op programs, the advertising programs, the VRs that you all return back to members.
Yep.
Those are completely unaffected,
No,
right?
they're totally unaffected. It is business as usual. So actually the week that we announced our on-time and full delivery, our service level actually went up. We're at 98%, right? So our factories are churning out your product. You're going to get your beds on time. Our program, our co-op, volume rebates, all of that stuff, none of that's going to change. Basically anything involved in the member experience, they're going to see no disruption. This is simply a back-end thing that's going to make us healthier and position us to grow and regain the #1 spot in the bedding space.
That is phenomenal. And I want to pick up on one word that you said. You said grow. So this is not a time that many people think of as a growth time, but SSB is growing. You have some really ambitious plans, don't you?
We are super well positioned for growth. So the product behind us is stage 1 in replacing 70% of our product portfolio this year. So iComfort Eco is launching at this market. Perfect Sleeper is launching at this market, right? Super exciting. In the back half of the year, we're working to launch a new Harmony and Harmony Luxe collection. So those brands represent 70% of the product portfolio. We're bringing Tuft and Needle to the R&I space. Ooh. So it is a digitally native brand that we acquired a number of years ago. It still is a digitally native brand, but we want to really partner with independent retailers to be able to give consumers a different experience. So a lot of people will be searching for a mattress that almost always starts online. They're exposed to lots and lots of different brands. They may stumble across the Tuft and Needle brand and go, God, I really love what they're selling. Where can I see, touch, feel, lay on the product? Well, we want that question to be answered by you and your members. So that's the path we're working down at this very market.
All right, so all these products How are the members supposed to find out more about them? Especially, I mean, if they're at market, great. They can come to the showroom, they can talk to your team, but we know not everybody can come to market, which is why we have Las Vegas Market Live.
Yep.
So I hear there's also some plans perhaps for some additional headcount at SSB.
Yeah, I mean, part of the big investment we're making not only is in product and product innovation, there's two other parts, so there's multiple parts, but two big ones are national advertising. So we know retailers need traffic in their stores, so we're ramping up the CERTA advertising. Starting early in this year, it's going to be a 68% increase in our CERTA spend, and the Beauty Rest spend is going to be 3 times what we spent last year. And then we know that we're going to be driving traffic into the stores. We need to support those retailers, so we're adding headcount to our sales team. There's rumors flying out there that you know, with a restructuring, oftentimes there's headcount reductions, layoffs. We're going the opposite direction. We're actually adding headcount, so your members will have more one-on-one touch points with our sales team.
That is amazing. That is amazing. All right, so we've been talking about product. I know that we are really eager to dive in. Do we want to start looking at some bedding?
Absolutely. Let's go take a look.
Perfect. All right, so we are here. We are in front of the brand new iComfort Eco. Brad, tell us about it. What is it that our members need to know about it to sell it?
Yeah, super excited about iComfort Eco, brand new to the marketplace. As you know, iComfort's been around now since 2011. This latest generation of products was probably the most disrupted line we've ever had. I mean, raw material costs got totally out of control. The current line that's in the marketplace is in price points now that we never intended it to be at, and that's really hurt the velocity of those products. So the first thing we did when we redesigned the line is get it back to the key price points where iComfort is strong. $12.99, $14.99, $19.99, right? We've increased the profile of many of those products. I mean, iComfort has always been a line that's about comfort and cooling and support first and foremost, and now we're putting an eco twist on it, right? So I want to reassure members, the eco twist does not make the bed more expensive. We want to be able to use it as a tiebreaker, right? So if a member is, or a customer is in a member's store and they're shopping our iComfort Eco against some other competitive brand, right? And the price is equal, the feel is equal, both beds are in stock, right? Everything's equal. We want Eco to be a tiebreaker. Consumers are concerned about sustainability these days and how the products they purchase impact the environment. So there are some key eco claims we can make with this line. So number one, the cover. We're using Repreve material. Repreve is the #1 fabric manufacturer that manufactures textiles out of recycled plastic bottles.
Oh, really?
If you go to the Repreve website, there's literally hundreds of brands that you know and interact with every day that use the Repreve material. So we're integrating that into the.
Soft and comfort. I mean, you would never know.
Yeah. A queen mattress will pull like 120 water bottles out of the environment. So we're repurposing that stuff and making our beautiful luxurious fabrics. The next layer is our TerraFusion memory foam, which is made in part with soy-based memory foam, so it becomes less dependent on petroleum. Right. And then in the higher end models, we're using latex, which is 20% natural latex. So again, adding to that sustainability story. Right?
That's fantastic.
So awesome product, awesome story, but again, we're not leaning just on the sustainability part. We want that to be the tiebreaker. It's got to be an awesome bed first and foremost.
It does.
So the response, like behind this wall, we're shooting up here for a reason. It's the only quiet spot in the entire showroom. So yeah, jam-packed, the response has been unbelievable.
Yeah, so now when is it ready? When is it ready to ship?
We're taking orders here at market. So the SKUs are done, the pricing's done, everything is done. The product is going to begin shipping in April. So the earlier we get your order, the earlier you can get it on the floor.
So they can order it here at market, they can reach out if they're not at market, and it will also be at prime time.
It will also be at prime time, and there'll be some special surprises there as well.
But you'll have to come back for those.
Right. We'll see y'all at prime time.
Yeah. All right, so there's more.
Yes, Perfect Sleeper. I want to go take a look at Perfect Sleeper.
All right,
this way.
This way. All right, let's go. All right, Brad. Sort of Perfect Sleeper.
All right,
what is going on with this?
We picked up stakes and reset. Now we're in the Perfect Sleeper section. We managed to find the only quiet little nook in this whole showroom. On the other side of this wall, it's absolute
It's
chaos,
pandemonium,
right.
but I mean, in all of the best ways.
People are so excited about Perfect Sleeper, right?
Yeah.
So again, launching Perfect Sleeper at this market. Serta, the master brand, still the #1 brand in unaided brand awareness for all bedrooms, right? So we want to leverage that, and we want to get Perfect Sleeper back to the key price points where it really needs to live.
Yeah.
Again, when we launched the last brand, it was before all the chaos in raw materials and all the price increases. So we've got beds in Perfect Sleeper now that go up to $18.99.
Really?
That was never the intention. The sweet spot for this line is $5.99 up to about $12.99. So we've totally re-engineered the line with better value, right? So in these price points, we don't need to get super fancy with the technology. We just need a solid bed with solid support, solid comfort, at a great value, and that's what we're delivering with Perfect Sleeper.
Yeah.
So brand new aesthetic that steps up. The cover gets darker as you go up the line to differentiate between the collections. Zoned construction, phase change material cooling, just awesome features at an awesome value, and people are super excited about it.
Can't ask for anything more in a flagship brand.
No. So we're kicking it off in market. Again, Serta Space B, 1265.
Yeah, excellent. All right, Brad, we are at the Tuft and Needle section.
Yeah, last stop of the day,
Yeah.
last but certainly not least.
Definitely not least. So tell us what's been going on with Tuft and Needle.
Yeah, a product that we're super excited to bring to your members. Tuft and Needle has been largely a digitally native brand for a number of years. As we've seen the growth of online mattresses, roll pack, direct-to-consumer mattresses, we felt like we needed to provide your members an opportunity to get into that space.
Yeah.
We're now seeing a lot of the brands that were originally digitally native brands, Casper, Purple, Nectar, kind of bridge the gap over into independent retail, and we certainly want to be part of that conversation, and we feel like we've got a very unique product proposition for consumers that are interested in that. So Tuft and Needle, super simple assortment. Everything comes roll packed and can ship direct to the consumer. There's 3 models in the line. There's the original model, which is an all foam bed, retails in a queen mattress $9.95. There's the Mint model, which is behind us, that has some additional step-up features that retails at $17.95. And the brand new Mint Hybrid, which is going to retail at $19.95. So a couple exciting things. One, I mean, we're famous for, in the Serta and Beauty Rest world, having great national events with discounted promotions several times during the year during key holiday periods. For the first time ever, now Tuft and Needle is going to have those same kind of national promotions. So
that's exciting.
A great way to drive incremental traffic. The program, the beds have 2 ways they can be fulfilled. So for a retailer that wants a very low barrier to entry, like they can just put it up on their transactional website and they can adopt a fulfillment model where we ship direct to the consumer. So it's never going to come into their store. They never have to warehouse it. They never have to deliver it. It's just super simple.
But now, they still get credit for the sale.
They still get credit for the sale. The margins are a little bit lower, but you get a tremendous amount of savings because you don't have all the operational expense. The other option is more like traditional mattresses, where you're going to bring the product into the store, have a display. Again, the product is roll pack, so consumers can take it with them. It will reduce your deliveries. But if a retailer wanted to deliver it, they certainly could deliver it in the carton, or actually on carton and deliver it just like you
set it up just like any other mattress. Yeah.
So super excited. Would love to have conversations with your members about opportunities with Tuft and Needle. It's actually set up in the Beauty Rest space, 1201 here at Las Vegas Furniture Market, and we're going to have it at prime time as well in March in Dallas.
That is music to my ears. I know that we are very excited about prime time, so we'll be looking forward to seeing you there.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Brad. We appreciate it.
Appreciate the time.
All right. See you soon.
Thank you.